I look for a safe start.
Watching for the green flag from starter Dwayne Sweeney, the crowd cheering, urging them on. This could be the time. It should be. There's Sweeney with the flag in his hand. Here come the cars. And they're racing in Indianapolis. There goes Poncho Carter on the radio screen, headed for turn one. Brayton and Rahal. And Rahal going low, getting the lead. Bobby Rahal takes the lead. Brayton is second. Carter is third. Mario Andretti moving on the outside.
Rahal, unexpectedly, we didn't think he'd have the power in that Cosworth engine to take the lead from the Buicks. But Rahal making an outside move, took a clean lead. He's probably going, he's midway down the back straight, probably going about 216, 220 right here, Jim.
And the sound that you heard was not an explosion from any car. That's the traditional fireworks that go off, signaling the start of the race.
Mario Andretti there in second place, Jim. Mario told me shortly before the start, he said, Sam, I think I have the best chance I have ever had to win this race.
Well, we conjectured before the race, would he go for the lead in turn one? He did. Bobby Rahal got there first. Scott Brayton is third right now. Carter is fourth.
First lap run at 189 miles an hour and change, Jim. It was a little slower start than I anticipated, and it is a hot day, which may keep the speeds down slightly.
When they're on the straightaways, remember, they're going the distance of a full football field, including the end zone, every second.
I missed a guess. I figured that the Buick engine guys, Brayton and Carter, would turn the boost up and try to lead at least a little bit. Both of them right now are well positioned and driving cautious races.
So it's still Bobby Rahal of Columbus, Ohio, in the lead. Mario Andretti, born in Italy, from Nazareth, PA, in second place. And in third place, the young Turk, 26-year-old Scott Brayton.
At this stage, Jim, let's see, second lap, 201 miles an hour, so they're already over 200 in their lap speed. They are hoping for the first time in this season with these new cars, and there's a possibility of a change in third. There is Brayton running third, Scott Brayton.
And in fourth place now, we have Emerson Fittipaldi of Brazil, the former World Grand Prix Formula One champion. Who has really taken to the American scene.
Oh, he really has. Driving for the Pat Patrick team. There's Fittipaldi right there doing, I think, a beautiful job considering his lack of experience in the oval kind of racing. But Jim, they are experiencing here for the first time today the turbulence that's felt as these ground effect cars cut the wind and the cars behind them run into turbulent air. In fact, that may be why they're spaced out the way they are. They're trying to feel what that turbulence is like, how it affects their car before making any moves. I think we're seeing a cautious race by the leader.
Sam, with 500 miles ahead of you, what is the particular advantage, really, of getting the lead? There are going to be multiple pit stops. All sorts of things are going to happen.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I think that, as Chuck Yeager, the great flyer, said, flying in combat, you really don't give a lot of thought to the outcome. If you do, you worry yourself to death. And I don't think these men are thinking ahead to the end of the race now. They're feeling their car, feeling the situation, like the turbulence, like the extra heat that's in the track. How are their cars handling? Are their radios working? That's what you're seeing going on right now.
There is Dwayne Poncho Carter, who sat on the pole in this race, coming into the pits for a very unscheduled pit stop. People had wondered if the Buicks could last the race, but my goodness, it's only a few laps, and there he is.
This is much earlier. Obviously, it indicates trouble. The smoke is coming from the area of the either the transmission or the turbocharger. It may not be the engine that has failed here, but rather it could be the transmission, which takes that extra power of the Buick and may have weakened under the strain. A lot of smoke, though. An oil leak is the most likely thing here. What a crushing disappointment, Jim.
It certainly is. Well into his 30s, Poncho Carter has finished in the top 10 6 times in Indianapolis. He's no young Turk on this tour. This would have been the time for him to win. But the race goes on, and it is still Bobby Rahal in car number 10 leading them all. Rahal started in sports cars, as you did, Sam. Made his way slowly to Indianapolis, but made his mark quickly once he got here.
Rahal goes by with Andretti and Brayton right behind him, and there is Emerson Fittipaldi. They are the top 4, running very clearly with an equal gap between each of them. There is Emerson Fittipaldi making turn 1 at Indianapolis in front of the biggest crowd he has ever raced in front of.
And behind him in 5th place now, we have a man who could certainly become a factor, Al Unser Sr. in one of the Penske prepared cars, and then Danny Sullivan in another Penske. And so they're all off to a safe start. And Rahal is first of all at Indianapolis. Well, there's a lot of pride in Columbus, Ohio right now because the man leading the Indianapolis 500 is Bobby Rahal, who lives just outside that city in Dublin. Bobby Rahal, at age 32, in first place at Indy.